Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Our mission at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos and we teach you how to fix your car for free. Let's go ahead and start on it now. So guys, if you have that warning that says service shifter, multiple things can cause that now. Guys, let's explain what it is, but first thing you want to check is fuses, relays for the transmission, okay, transmission control module, some other ones as well. You need to go ahead guys, okay, and open the hood. When you open the hood, you need to face the engine. You may have V6, V8, it will be the same for both. The main engine fuse box is on the left side facing the engine. Press the tabs together, pull the cover up, and you're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we guys continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. It is guys very important to test fuses and relays. On those fuses you cannot clearly see if they're burnt or not, especially you can see in the J-case fuses as well. And if you guys assume, okay, let's say you remove a fuse, you look at it and you assume guys that it's actually a good fuse, but it's actually a bad fuse. Sometimes you cannot clearly see that. What can easily happen guys at that point, you can put the bad fuse in and you start replacing parts and tools that you don't need to, so you lose your time, you lose your money to fix a problem that doesn't exist, when all we had to do is test the fuse and replace it. We'll put a link to a special video that will teach you how to test fuses, how to check relays very easily as well guys. So check it out, it will be in the description of the video below. So guys, what we need to check now, multiple fuses, relays. Starting here, the first thing you want to check is actually guys fuse 29. We're talking about that fuse right here. You want to check fuse 39, right, 31, 34, 35, check these fuses as well. You want to check fuse 37 right here as well, very important fuse. After that guys, you need to check relay 44 right there. Okay, check that relay. Next you need to open the trunk. In the trunk you have another fuse box. Lift up the carpet liner, underneath you have the spare tire, that's the car battery, behind it you have a fuse box here, that's a closer look. Press the tabs together, pull the cover up and you have that layout here. Specifically here guys, we need to check one more fuse and that's known as fuse number 26 guys. So fuse 26, some of you will, some of you will not have it. That's 27, 26 will be right here. If you have it, check it as well. Now, if you have problems with the transmission, other things that we see quite often guys, come I'll show you something this way. We're gonna get the light for the camera and I want to show you something on the brake paddle. That's something most people never think about. In order to shift the transmission shifter, you know how you have to press the brake paddle, then you need to apply, okay, the button here and shift it, right? But guys, why you press the brake paddle? You see that's your brake paddle right here. Okay, now let's go from underneath. Perfect, just like that. That device right there, that's a brake light switch. If we press the brake paddle, watch how it moves. It registers that you press the brake paddle. It sends that information to the transmission control module, powertrain module. If the brake light switch is bad, you may get these problems guys. So in that case, what you need to do, test brake light switch. We'll have videos on our YouTube channels how to do that. Next, brake light switch might be good, but even if you install a new one, you often need to calibrate it on these new vehicles. If you want to see how to calibrate brake light switch, we'll have videos on our YouTube channels. Next guys, if the brake light switch is good, you tested it, everything's fine, what else can cause that? Now you want to inspect and make sure you don't have traction control, stability control, ABS lights on. If you do, check fuses and relays for the ABS module. We will have the video on the channel. This is ABS module guys, this is the computer. It works together with the transmission. That module guys, okay, that module is quite complicated. We had problem where the transmission couldn't shift, stuck in park. We got all kind of warnings because of a bad ABS module as well. That's the one that we actually replaced on a Dodge vehicle guys because of that. So we had to replace it, program it, and we fixed it that way. If you want to see how to replace ABS module, how to program it, we'll have videos on our YouTube channels. Next, that's your shifter guys here, right? The shifter, it doesn't have a cable like it used to back in the day. okay, you have wires right here, okay, and then you have this wire right there. So and one practically you have right here as well. That goes, guys, okay, to the switch. Okay, now you can see that's a locking solenoid right here. And if that shifter, guys, okay, if that shifter wire is disconnected, that can cause these problems too. Sometimes it could be a bad shifter, but always remove the console, inspect the shifter, make sure everything's plugged in. We had a case where a wire came loose, we got a message, service shifter, transmission problems, it was stuck, we couldn't shift it because of that. Next, guys, okay, we tested ABS modules, fuses, relays, transmission relays. Another thing that you may need to consider checking, okay, at that point, will be, even before you start anything else, I would recommend car battery. Now, guys, we have a special video about symptoms of bad car battery on Dodge Challenger that teaches you how to test your battery the correct way. If you do it the wrong way, you may think you have a good battery, the engine computer may think you have a good battery, but unstable voltage can cause transmission to be chaotic, and we've seen people replacing transmissions when all they had to do is test their battery the correct way, replace it, and that fixed the problem. Believe it or not, we've seen people spending $5,000 to $10,000 on new transmissions. Another thing, guys, after that, the battery is good. If it's still not fixed, okay, at that point you will need to, guys, get a scanner, retrieve the codes from the engine computer, transmission control module, see what codes you have. That will tell you, okay, what exactly is happening, and you will know it could be just a shifter solenoid causing that. If you want to see how to test transmission solenoid, how to replace transmission solenoid on a car, it's not too complicated. We'll have videos on our YouTube channels that will teach you how to do that step by step, guys. But that will be a little bit more complicated. We just hope it's bad battery, brake light switch, or a fuse in most cases. So if you have that warning message that says service transmission shifter, guys, another thing that we need to check right here now, guys. Okay, on the transmission, you have one lever right here that just moves up and down, right? Okay, it doesn't have practically, okay, that's not the shifter. The shifter is electronic, but it attaches to that cable right here. What it does, this cable is under the shifter, and this is the override cable for the shifter. You can pull that thing and manually engage the transmission to go into gears. But now, guys, okay, if that one is stuck, sometimes the plate will be bent here. What will happen, people will actually, guys, tow the vehicle or something. They will damage it when they try to release it, and it might be stuck in the wrong position. So inspect that cable too. Next, you want to test your car battery immediately. That will be the first step, guys. These new vehicles, they have up to 40-50 different computers that work together, modules. And when they don't get that stable voltage power, things go nuts in a vehicle nowadays. Especially BMWs, Mercedes, sometimes they don't even shift. They're completely paralyzed because of a bad battery, even though the vehicle sometimes starts. You get all kind of random messages too. So always, guys, test your car battery. We'll have the video on the channel how to do that step by step. So, guys, this Dodge Challenger has all kinds of different fuses and relays. Those could be really hard to find if you're in the middle of nowhere. We'll, guys, put a link in the description of the video below where you can get some spare ones put in the glove box, because one time we needed a spare, we couldn't find one, and we were stuck in the middle of nowhere because of that, guys. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, guys, the video was helpful and we were able to save you money. We, guys, have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels. Check them out. We have videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.